Destination, Commander?
3, 4, 5, 6. Welcome, Commanders and Grunts, to a replay review. I've been playing the Ultimate Apocalypse mod for a little bit now, and I am enjoying it very so far. The balance in the game is as fucky as Mental Omegas, so you're in for a good time. Today I'll be playing against Battlecruiser. He is the person that is taking over the Sacco's balancing mod for well, you Ultimate Apocalypse right now, so he is the person to go to whenever having balance suggestions or just problem playing the game. He seems to be very knowledgeable and, of course, a good opponent. I will be playing the Space Marines with my little own color scheme called the Knights of Sidonia. Totally not ripped off from the anime Knights of Sidonia. And he'll be playing, I think, the 101st Valorian. One of the default skins for sure. Starting out, he's going to be making 2 conscripts just to cap listening posts right away on the captured points, 2 generators, I believe, no, 1 generator into tactical control. He's going to go get a Scout Sentinel Walker and the Guardsmen Rough Riders, while I think I purchased 1 Assault Marine squad already, yep, and then following up with the Tactical Marines and Legion of the Damned. I didn't actually knew I was playing Legion of the Damned. Like, I actually thought I was going to play as the Blood Ravens, because, of course, in the Chapel Barracks in Ultimate Apocalypse, you can select 2 doctrines, either the Blood Ravens, which is the generic Space Marines, or the Legion of the Damned, which really only gives you 2 unique units. It gives you the, of course, Legion of the Damned, the like tactical squad without morale, and of course the Legion Commander, which is actually a pretty darn good commander, although he costs 80 requisition. He costs like way more than a commander, of course. In fact, I'm pretty sure the Legion Commander costs as much as a tier upgrade, so having him out on the field is really powerful, but losing him, well, that's gonna set you back. But anyways, Assault Marines and Scouts trying to tackle the Rough Riders here. They're tying things up really nicely. You can see that Assault Marines are, even those 2 models, can take on the whole squad basically by themselves with some fire control support. My Scouts are going to get absolutely obliterated by this Scout Sentinel. Seriously. Scout Sentinels are fucking disgusting, and they are going to tear up every Scout squad I have. Especially with the Flamer upgrade, it really takes these guys out of the fight. It's kind of cool that some have the backpack, while some of the others do not have the backpack. But they always have their knives out now, which is kind of cool. Anyways, my Tactical Marines are pushing in a little bit too far against the conscripts. They can melt the conscripts, of course, but the Rough Riders are coming in. They're going to tie up the Space Marine Tactical Squad, while the rest of the map is getting capped. Course, he does have control of the middle point. I can't really fight this, or I thought I really can't fight this realistically, but if we switch real quick, it will seem so that Imperial Guard has a much better economy than me at the moment, and then I'm not losing too many models. I'm not bleeding models pretty much at all after the Scouts died. However, I didn't press my advantage, and I'm only 76 to 100 requisition. Now, this is, of course, just me getting back into the game, and I really need to take note of that. So, note number 1 for myself from this replay is to work on my requisition. The second one will probably be focus firing. I think I should have focused the Tech Priests right here, and like there's 2 of them just on the front lines, but however the Scout Sentinels and the 2 squads of Rough Riders are going to be able to drive me back. These are really the only fighting units I have at the moment, and I'm floating a lot of requisition. I could have gotten another tactical squad to really push this middle point, because all he really had was 2 Rough Riders and a Sentinel Scout Walker. If I had another tactical squad armed with maybe a Flamer or something, we would have been okay in the middle. But now that he's got the listening post up and the upgrade, it's going to be hard for me to engage that spot. So he did the right thing there. 1 squad of Guardsmen upgraded with grenade launchers and field medics. He wants to barrage my stuff from afar, which makes sense. This conscript squad is still alive. I failed to kill one of them. I think I got the other one. Yep, I did. Okay, cool. So we're pretty much at a stalemate right here now. As I said, I'm still learning the game, so I probably shouldn't have gone for this tier 1 right away. But actually, no. It's a good idea to go tier 1. I just don't take advantage of it. He hasn't gone tier 1 yet. In fact, he's building 2 more power generators, which is going to bring his economy up from mine. I should have been focusing on upgrading these listening posts, which I'm doing right now. I already have 1, and my second listening post going to be upgraded, but he's still going to have more requisition for me than me, mostly because he's got this middle point and also 3 upgraded listening posts. So, you know, that's a bit of a shame. I tried to get a little bit of harass going on this area, however that didn't work out very well. It's pretty heavily fortified. The Rough Riders are a really good engagement response unit, being able to go in and out. They're fairly fast because, you know, they are on horses, so that would make sense. The Death Corp of Krieg. Oh, Craig? Craig. Yes. The Death Corp of my ex-husband Craig.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, it's a fucking suicidal maniacs they are. A few more power generators getting added up by battlecruiser. I have floating a ton of requisition. I should have made another tactical squad after this, because I already have 1 of this. Big engagement here. I had grenades, so I'm using them liberally against Guardsmen Rough Riders. As you can see, their models are bleeding heavily, but I decided to retreat here because I didn't think I was going to be able to win the fight. However, I probably shouldn't have retreated because that kind of rallied my forces. Scouts almost getting killed right there. Tactical Marines stuck in the middle trying to retreat, but at the same time the Rough Riders are being absolute nuisances. Submarines going in, dropping a model. They're in the thick. Space Marines trying to get out. 2 more models left for them, and they get out with 2 models. Very unfortunate stuff. So yeah, heavy casualties for me because I tried to pull back there. Their reinforcement capabilities of the Imperial Guard is quite impressive, and I didn't have flamers to really break them around. If you didn't know, in Sako's balancing mod, morale will stop the reinforcement of any unit. So you can't really just sit units in combat and have them reinforced. If their morale is broken, they can be easily targeted down and killed. So that's actually putting the morale system to work right there. I actually get my machine call later than his, even though I teched up earlier, and this is because I wasn't really paying attention to my building while I was fighting. That was a huge mistake, because this will allow him to get out of vehicles faster than I would even finish my machine call, even though I had the tier 1 advantage over him. As he's adding his battle armor and also crack grenades, he's probably expecting a dreadnought or something up, which is actually absolutely correct, because I am going to get a dreadnought in just a little bit. I'm purchasing the sacred artifact because I know this that I'm, well, floating a lot of resources, but secondly, I don't really have a fighting force. I need a healing for my tactical marine squad and my submarine squad, and most importantly, I need this for the Legion of Damn. Yeah, that is right. You need a sacred artifact, which is a tier 1 building, in order to actually play with the Legion of Damn units. Legion of Damn are also really requisition heavy, 270 to recruit. However, that will give you an entire squad which you can reinforce for free. They also don't have morale, so you can effectively constantly reinforce these guys forever, as long as the whole squad isn't killed in the first place. Dreadnought coming out. I have awoken. Even in death, it serves. What a fucking beautiful model that is. Dreadnought being badass that he is. Scout Sentinel Walker with the auto gun, gonna be able to do a lot of damage to heavy infantry and light vehicles. And also, I think this is a Chimera on the field, armed with a little flamer, and it's gonna try to break all my morale. Here we go, big engagement going on. Scout Marines. The submarines going in. Dreadnought focusing the wrong thing. It's focusing the listening post instead of any of the infantries. That means it's gonna get free fired upon it. The crack grenades are going off. The Sentinels is bursting flames into my rank and file, and I really don't have any anti-armor to finish this. I do, however, get a melta gun finally. And I'm able to drive this back with a massive amount of tactical marines, and there's the Legion of Damned. They are constantly on fire, which explains the fact that they don't have morale damage. Some marines had to jump away, they were getting too low. This is a pretty good spot for my marines. They are in heavy cover. Dreadnought's just fucking tearing things up over there. Look at it. Look at that guy slapping that Guardsman around. Chimera is getting somewhat focused. I think I have crack grenades research at this point. And Dreadnought is just going after Sentinel after Sentinel. I don't think the Sentinel wins this. I really don't think the Sentinel wins this. Yeah. That thing is going to go by. So he loses 2 Sentinels here. The 3rd Sentinel is about to go down to melta guns. And that's pretty much the majority of his army at the moment. He lost his Rough Riders, he lost the majority of his tech, and he's really hanging on there. But I think on the side he is going up to tier 2. Now tier 2 for Imperial Guard is immensely powerful because that means they get a better variety of vehicles to summon up, and also gets Carsicans, which is really good deal for them. I, however, did not invest in tier 2 just of yet, even though I will have the resources for him. But as you can notice, the Imperial Guard always had more resources than me on like pretty much all stages of the game. And right now he's floating a lot, which is not very good for him, but really good for me. We're both floating a lot. Look at how cool the Legion of Damned is. They're on fire, they have their own cool belters. That guy had the multi-melta now, and they're just firing away at these Imperial Guardsmen. Look at the size of them. However, with the special weapons team upgraded with plasma guns, they're really tearing up my marines. I'm suffering heavy casualties, and I'm noticing that I'm not breaking through at all. So I decided to fall back and try to fight another day. Now this was a bad idea because it allowed him to reinforce his points. He has 2 infantry commands, so he's really well, he should be building out of this one too. He has 2 infantry commands, means he can reinforce as long as he has the resources. I'm building the Legionnaire Commander because he is pretty good. He's a decent commander. Like, not gonna lie, he's pretty fucking decent. Attached Apothecary for these guys, even though they don't really need it. Apothecary increases healing, but the Legion of Damned already regenerate massively out of combat anyways. So while the guard is using their resources liberally to reinforce the lines, I got another Dreadnought, and we're gonna make another push on this side. Little do we know, something far, far worse was coming our way. A little bit of a global requisition upgrade here. I realized I wasn't really getting anything, and I needed the requisition upgrade because I really just needed them. Oh, that was a little weird glitch right there, but no matter. Dreadnought focusing the wrong target again. What it should be doing is I should have been using the Inferno Cannon to really destroy the morale of everything surrounding this area. This Hellhound is trying to do the same, but Space Marines have such good morale, and without flashbangs, it's really, or any kind of like stun grenades, disoriented grenades, it's really hard to just combat them straight up, especially because they're fully reinforced. They have a sergeant, they're doing a shit ton of damage. You know, it's just hard to fight Space Marines like this. Legion of the Damned Commander also soaking up a ton of damage, and he's going to be able to do significant distraction to the forces of my opponent's battle cruiser. But look at this, I'm trying to desperately finish off this mechanized command, and Lehman Russ is almost out. It was a really, really close one. Look at this, it's gonna pop out right about now, and it was on red health just as this pop out. They almost finally destroys that. Luckily, I have some grenade launchers on my tanks, so I will be able to kind of combat this. Rough Riders go in again, but they're just going to get completely destroyed. Special weapon team and special weapon team doing what they do best. I don't know why my guys are losing, but they are. Mostly because they have a melta gun instead of a flamer. And that melta doesn't really do anything to infantry, which is kind of sad because it's literally shooting a stream of hot metal lead. Yeah, my legionnaires are gonna go down here to the Lehman Russ. This thing is just too powerful. I think if Battlecruiser micro this Lehman Russ a little bit more and chase down my forces, he would have been able to win the fight. Right? He's got Karsakins on the field too, and they're gonna be fully up reinforced before going after some plasma guns versus Space Marines. Plasma guns are supreme, and my guys are gonna go down very, very fast after that. Legionnaire Commander getting focused as well, slapping away the Lehman Russ tank, although the AP of the Psych is not enough to truly damage the tank, which is unfortunate. With the stream of plasma fire behind him, he has to get out of there. So I purchased the teleporter and get him out safely.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's fight.
I realize I need something better here. He's gonna be able to take away my listening post. With all that plasma fire, it's pretty impossible to actually win this engagement somewhat. It's a shit ton invested in plasma. Even the Karsakins have a lot of firepower too.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's
I got a Dreadnought yet again, and 2 squads of Legionnaires. I am full loading a lot of resources, so I'm like researching whatever I can, right? And then I need to put my economy on the max. I need to focus on this. Let's see, what's resources looking like? 151 to 95. I think he purchased a global upgrade too for power, so that's going to be in the advantage for him. My Dreadnought goes in again, slaps around the listening post again. My Dreadnought has been focusing nothing but listening posts in this entire time. I have an ironclad Dreadnought incoming, but I just need to research the vehicle cap and cruise first. This is a Karsakin squad, fully reinforced, by the way, fully reinforced with plasma guns, so you know they're gonna do some fucking damage. Lehman Russes popping out, destroying them round of everything. Karsakins running forward. Gonna be fighting plasma as my squads, but the Legionnaire Commander goes in. Karsakins too much in the front. They're gonna get tied up here and focused down by my forces. More plasma guns go down. The Dreadnought is doing a well done job at keeping these Lehman Russes at bay and also going around slapping just regular squads. Boop. He's spooping. Look at this spin. A boop. Unfortunately though, the Dreadnought is gonna go down. The Legionnaire Commander cannot be touched, however. He's got too many levels on him, and also the range shield. Anything that's going to be coming is going to be at a disadvantage shooting at him. The Ironclad Dreadnought finally comes up. This thing is a beast compared to the regular Dreadnought. It's got very, very sizable hands that he's going to massage your troops with. Especially just like that. A regular Dreadnought could not kill these things, special weapon forces, in one shot, but the Ironclad Dreadnought basically can. And that's going to be called a GG there. Most of their forces is going to be annihilated. Battlecruiser calls the game, and the victory goes to the Legion of the Damned. What a wonderful game. So yeah, that was going to be the mod review of the day. I'm still continuing my Titanium Wars playthrough, so don't worry about that. More videos are going to come soon. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm really trying to reach 1,000 subscribers so I can continue doing this kind of content. And I hope you enjoyed. Ciao.